It's Sunday, April 1st, 2018, and this is month 4 on my Medifast diet program. It's only been actually about 3 weeks since the last report. Last month I did the report on around the 11th of the month. That's because of some scheduling conflicts I had. And instead of going a week out on the month, I thought I'd bring it back up to the first Sunday of the month. So we'll be about a week short on the stats this time, but I'm still overall happy with the results. We can compensate accordingly. So let's bring up the stats. As you can see below, I weighed in today at 236.6 pounds. That is a monthly loss, 3-week loss actually, of 6.6 pounds for a total loss of 46 pounds even. That's in 4 short months. I've almost lost 50 pounds. That to me is quite impressive, and I'm very, very happy with it. And the good thing is, people are definitely noticing. If you look at my clothes, excuse me, and I'll show you some visuals a little bit later in the video, you can definitely see a difference. My clothes are starting to buckle in. I may have to go out and get some. I think I want to stabilize before I go out and buy a whole new wardrobe and see where I'm actually going to land at. My belt has actual more belt than I need, etc. I've been punching new holes in my dress belts to make sure they can tighten up enough to hold my pants up, etc. So these are not so bad problems to have, really, but they're good. They're good outcomes. But let's go right and look at the chart as we normally do. This is the month-on-month chart. As you can see here, the first month I lost 25.6 pounds. The second month, 10.5 roughly. The third month, in case you didn't see my previous update, was only 3.2 pounds, and that is because I was off the plan for about 2.5, 3 weeks. And then in the last month, 6.6 pounds. And again, that's a 3-week period. So if this was a full month, that would probably be around 8 pounds or 9 pounds, which is roughly 2 to 2.5 pounds lost a month, which is good. It's not as dramatic as the first month, but it's still good. I think it's spot on according to what I hear from the Medifast representatives. The one thing I'm finding now, just some insights, is that I am getting a bit more frustrated on the day-to-day loss and sometimes gain. I'll find myself weighing in and I don't lose hardly any at all, or maybe a 0.2 pounds, or I gain weight. I gain a half pound. And I just go, how is this possible? How do you gain weight when you've still eaten less calories than you're supposed to on a daily basis? So I think roughly you're supposed to maybe maximum consume 2,000 calories to maintain your body weight, a typical average body weight. But for some reason, I'm gaining it. But then 2, 3, 4 days later, I lose 1.5 pounds or 2 pounds. And that's usually the weekend where I do a 30 minutes on the bike rather than 20 minutes on the bike. So you can't predict this stuff. Again, it's kind of a marathon, but not a sprint. You're going to have to look over the long-term trends and don't get frustrated day to day. The other thing I would suggest, or noticing I say, is I'm kind of justifying snacking a bit. So I caught myself, there's a bag of M&M peanuts. So yeah, I've been losing some weight, so why not treat yourself with a bag of M&M peanuts, or a small piece of cake before I go to bed, some sweet stuff. Or, it's Friday afternoon, I'm feeling a little, pumped up, I want to get a little going. How about just a normal can of Coke rather than a Coke Zero? So I start to justify that, hey, you've lost all this weight, why not throw this in? And I notice when I start to throw these sugary stuff in, those are the times that I tend to gain weight. Now, I don't think it's because necessarily I went over my caloric intake point of 2,000. I'm still well below it. I think it's something to do with the sugars and your metabolism slowing down and getting that stuff out of your body. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm noticing. That's anecdotal evidence. That's all I can say. So just hang in there. If you do find yourself gaining a bit here and there, it'll come off eventually. You just gotta hang in there and be patient and continue on your program. Don't get frustrated. Sometimes I get on a scale and I say, what in the world? But then 2 days later, I'm going, hey, look, I'm 1.5 pounds down now. How'd that happen? So there you go. Just stay on the program. Also, I'm getting a lot of compliments recently from family and friends and from people at work. They're definitely noticing. I'll show you some visuals in a moment of my clothes and how they're fitting. But let's show you this photo now. It's a before and an after photo. You can see here on the left, that's when I first started my program about 4 months ago, and that's when I was weighing about 283 pounds. On the right was about a week ago, and I weighed in about 238, 237, so roughly a 45-pound drop, which is, you could see it. You can absolutely, my face is slimmer, the belly's not sticking out as much, it's still a little bit there, the shoulders is not as broad. I just look a little bit more streamlined, for example, but that belly's still sticking out a bit, but nothing to sneeze at. Looks pretty good. So what about today? Here I am in my bedroom. I'm not going to strip down, but I'm going to show you a little bit of visuals on. Let's make sure I can see the camera when I do this. But you can see that the belt has a lot of slag in it here. And then I'm not going to be stripping on a camera, but just to give you an idea of how much weight I've lost, this is how much space I have in my pants now. A good maybe 8 inches, 9 inches, I don't know, but quite a lot of space in between my pants and my shirt. And I'm finding I have to cinch up my belt and double up my shorts so that the pants don't fall down to your knees. And again, I got a longer belt, and this seems to be more than ample belt. I probably should get a new one soon. And I think I might mention before, if I didn't, on my dress belts, I've had to punch 2 new holes in them just to make sure that they work rather than going out and buying new belts. So definitely significant achievement, very visual achievement before and after. Looking to go for another 4 pounds at least. I'm sure I will lose that within this month. If I don't, I'll be very upset. I can't see how I couldn't unless I do something. I do have a function next weekend with my alumni, the Thunderbirds, American Graduate School of International Management. They're moving campus, so I will probably be eating and drinking then, but that'll be 1 or 2 days, and I'm back on the plan. So fingers crossed that's not going to interfere too much with the overall progress. But I've got 4 weeks to go to lose 4 pounds. I'm sure I'll make it. Then let's just talk then how I'm doing and what I want to do, if I want to continue the program or take a pause or something in between. For now, really happy with the results. Hope this is giving you some good insights into the program and how it works and how the positive results. 4 months, losing almost 50 pounds. And I want to side note, I did do this not this program, but I did lose about 45 pounds before, about 3 years ago. But that took me over a year's time, and that was just mindful eating and watching my calories. This is definitely amplified and sped up the overall process. Very, very happy with it. That's it. I will talk to you next month, and we'll see where we're at that point. Thanks.